Welcome back to Daybreak Live on a Friday morning, the 20th day of May, 2022. We're joined this morning by John Mark Freeman, who is the president of the Greater Coosa Valley Chamber of Commerce. And John Mark, good morning to you, sir.
Well, good morning to you, Mr. Jimmy Dale. First, I want to say
good to have you with us today. And you've just been announced, as a matter of fact, this past Monday was your first day on the job.
Yes,
so you had to hit the ground running, right?
And Monday was my first day, and so I was in office Monday, and I was left Monday evening and packed up and got ready and went to Tuscaloosa. We had a statewide conference with the AACC. Great connections I made with a lot of great people. A lot of people who are going to help move forward. Great connection I make was with Miss Laura Strickland. She is the Chamber Executive Director in Sylacauga. Great lady, and I'm excited to be working with her.
For those who may not know, tell us about John Mark Freeman.
Well, I have been from a little bit of everywhere. I guess to start from the very beginning, born in India, and I was adopted at 10 months old, came to America. I've been in America my whole life pretty much, and I've lived in Arizona, I've lived in Florida, Georgia, Texas, but the majority of my life was here in Alabama.
So how did you become involved with the Chamber of Commerce?
Well, I actually had a good friend of mine who sits on the board, and he gave me a phone call probably a couple months back and said, I have a great opportunity for you. He said, what do you know about chamber life? And as I got to looking into it, I thought, well, that's perfect for me. Number one, I'm all about helping out and serving in any way, in any capacity that I can. And I love the community I'm in. I love Sylacauga, Childersburg, Fayetteville. I love all of our surrounding communities. And if there's anything I can do to help, now I can't do everything, but I'm always there, and I always try to be a resource to anybody. So I thought, man, that's a great connection with me. I come from a banking background. I was with Sycamore Federal with Marshall McGrady. Mm-hmm. That was what I did before chamber life.
Tom Roberts retiring.
Yes, sir.
As Executive Director of the Chamber of Commerce. And when you first stepped in and beginning to look at some of the happenings with the Greater Coosa Valley Coosa Valley Chamber of Commerce, what are some ideas that you bring to the table? Some
ideas is, well, first I want to say thank you to Tom. Tom was there for 7 years, did a great job, and I'm excited to be working with him. He's going to be helping as well as I kind of get my foot in the door and figure out all the logistics mm-hmm. and everything, especially within that area. He's going to be a great asset to me, and I want to thank him first of all. First, I really want to get in and figure out what the need is with our small businesses. Get in and really find out what they need and what they need from me. And then secondly, I want to find out the need that our community has and figure out if there's any way that I can connect some dots. I think that's what the point of a chamber is to connect the dots. If there's a need, get them with somebody who can already meet that need and just plug them together. And so that will be my first thing I'll try to get in doing, is first meet the needs of my small business people, and then figuring out the need of the community and where can I connect dots.
And of course, recruiting is one of the mm-hmm. Things that you're involved in. John Mark Freeman, the president of the Greater Coosa Valley Area Chamber of Commerce. How do you recruit prospective members?
Well, I think first of all, you have to have a product that people want to buy. So that's going to be square one for me. I think the best way to recruit is to have something that people want. Mm-hmm. So I've got to work on the chamber. What are we offering? What can we do? How are we serving our small businesses? How are we going to be able to better serve our community? So the best way to recruit is have something that people want to have. Mm-hmm. And that's my first project I'm going to really go in is revamp and redo everything I can and give something that people want to buy into. And
certainly you have the support of the chamber board, mm-hmm. And looking forward. Childersburg got a lot to offer, John.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And there's a lot of projects, a lot of things going on, and my board has been nothing but amazing. And Miss Diane and Wesley and everybody who I've worked with, they've been nothing but supportive and are excited for what's going to happen, appreciative for what Tom had, but also excited for what I bring to the table, and they're nothing but supportive and ready to move forward.
We have a number of events every year mm-hmm. In Childersburg, and do you see those programs being more enhanced, or maybe some different ideas coming in?
I think enhancing them is a great way to start and making them better. how can we make them bigger and better than what they've ever have been. And then it's once we get all that situated, I do have some ideas stirring. We're at the very base level. I'm still working on them at the very beginnings, but enhancing what we already have and then maybe bringing some more things to the table. Yes, sir.
Talk about some of the offerings that we have now from Childersburg. That we've been doing some of those for a lot of years.
Well, we just had Coosa Fest a couple weeks ago, and I'm excited. I have a lot of ideas for what can we do to better Coosa Fest and try to bring out something amazing on, because next year's will be my first year of doing it, so I know a lot of eyes will be on me, and I'll be excited for that. The Christmas parade, and we're gonna start workings on that, trying to get front loaded. If my big thing is if I can go ahead and have my calendar set out in front of me and I can start working on things months in advance, it makes it a lot easier when it comes time. I've learned that from past experiences with stuff that I've done. Front loading works so well.
New businesses are always key to the growth of any city, including Childersburg.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I think making them feel like they have a chamber who is going to be that's going to back them and support them, and like I said, connecting dots. I think that's what we are supposed to do. At this conference, they talked so much about, we're not here trying to invent the wheel. We are here to connect dots that are already there, because there are so many great businesses out there. There are so many great organizations, and I'm not here trying to create them myself. I'm here to connect dots in ways that new members, new prospects, that they can have some help. Because one thing is, I think Childersburg is doing so great at is they want to support and help one another.
John Mark, that 280 corridor right there, it was studies done not too long ago about the numbers of vehicles that drive through there every day. And so what a great way to showcase our city of Childersburg.
Yes, sir. We have so many people who are traveling through, and we've got some work to do, but I'm so excited to give them something to look at and say, wow, that's Childersburg.
So how do you reach those people that are driving through Childersburg from wherever they may be going? How do you get them to stick to the wall, so to speak, as far as what Childersburg has to offer?
I think number one is word of mouth. And, if people hear about what's going on in Childersburg and the greater Coosa Valley, man, the best thing to do is get people talking. And if you can get your community stirred up and ready to go, and they start telling, man, look what's happening in Childersburg and the greater Coosa Valley, get them talking. And I think another thing that is so powerful that we seem to overlook a lot of times is social media. I think social media is amazing, and it gives the opportunity to outreach as many people as before what I could do by myself one-on-one. Social media will allow us to reach so many people under the power of just the share button and the like button and commenting, and let people see what's going on. And then when they drive through, oh, this is that place that I've heard so much about, that I see so much that's going on. Let's stop and let's support some small businesses.
John Mark Freeman, who's the executive director, the president of the Greater Coosa Valley Chamber of Commerce, for a few more minutes. Downtown Childersburg it is just those people who have done all this work for downtown Childersburg. They've really got it looking good downtown.
Yes, sir. It looks amazing, and I'm so proud to be a part of it. So proud that I was the one that was chosen, that they want to come in and let some 24-year-old young guy come in, and that is so awesome. I'm so appreciative for everything that they are doing, and let me tell you, they are working, and they have so many things planned, and they're excited for the betterment of that community.
How does John Mark Freeman lead? How is John Mark Freeman going to lead the city of Childersburg into the next 10 years? I
think the most important thing as a leader is to actually live the life. The old adage is, don't talk the talk, but walk the walk. I believe, number one, I have to live it, live up to a certain standard, and leading by example. Do the best that I can, support wherever I can. And I believe when you have a leader who actually does that, more people are willing to follow and listen. If you're personable and talk to them and prove that you really care about each person is not just a number, each person has a story, and to sit down and listen to that story and care for them and figure out how we can support them if we can, and then show them by example. I don't just do that to you, I do that to every contact I make, and that means something to them, and I believe people pick up and follow after that.
New businesses on the horizon for Childersburg, maybe?
Yeah, we have some, and like I said, Monday was my first day in, so I don't know all the particulars just yet, but I do plan on getting in and figuring out who new businesses are, who new prospects are, and making contacts with them and figuring out how we can better serve them.
We've got Calmugga Grist Mill. We've got the Grits Festival every year, and just to name some of the great events that we have in Childersburg, and a lot of people from outside of the area come to these events, and that's good news.
Yes, sir, it is. And I've actually going to be working with them a little bit and figuring out how we can kind of plug in together with them as well.
No doubt about it. John Mark Freeman is our guest this morning, president of the Greater Coosa Valley Area Chamber of Commerce, and you know, we have summer coming up, the Parks and Recreation Department doing a great job over there, and wherever the Chamber can plug in to make Childersburg better, I guess that's where you want to be.
Yes, sir. I am all about, number one, you know, serving our members, you know, and how can I better their business, and then how can I better serve my community, and we have so many great things going on over there, and I'm just ready to plug in and really help them and serve them and better our community and better small business.
How can people find out more about the Childersburg Chamber of Commerce?
Of course, you can follow us on our social medias. Our Facebook is Greater Coosa Valley Chamber of Commerce. Our Instagram is GCV Chamber of Commerce. Follow us there. That's where all the happenings will be posted there. I'm a big fan of social media as a young guy. I love it, so I will try to keep things updated and posted almost daily. I can't promise that every single day, but I will do my best to let the people know what's going on, that I'm not just a face that you won't see often. You know, I'm not somebody that will just sit in an office and that's all they do. I'm all about getting out in the community, showing everybody what's going on, and it's easier for people to buy in when they see somebody who's active, and that's what I plan on being.
No doubt about it. John Mark Freeman, our guest this morning, and you'll be seeing and hearing more from John Mark as he gets settled in to the presidency of the Greater Coosa Valley Area Chamber of Commerce. And John Mark, we look forward to working with you in the future.
Yes, sir.
And congratulations on your new duties.
Thank you so much. Yes, sir.
All right, more Daybreak just ahead. Don't go away.